As you already know, I've moved my ISA provider from Vanguard to Interactive Brokers for this financial tax year. I've not really seen anywhere else on YouTube anyone show what the Interactive Broker platform is really like in terms of holding an ISA with them. I've seen some people do some stuff regarding trading, but not really in terms of having an ISA. And I think that's because Interactive Brokers only actually offered an ISA this financial tax year. So previous to this, you couldn't have an ISA with them at all. But I've decided to go with them, and I think it's going to be really helpful for other people, perhaps now, perhaps in the future, to actually show you what having an account with them is like, and more importantly, the platform that they offer. So I'm going to start today by showing you their mobile app and just navigating around it and what it can do. And then in the future, I will show you a desktop website as well. What I will say is Interactive Brokers desktop version is very complex and very complicated, and it's probably quite scary for a beginner investor, but their mobile app is really great and it's not very, it's not too hard to use. So I'm going to start with that, and once I feel more confident with the desktop version myself, I'll make a video on it. What you will notice if you go on the App Store or the Play Store and you just type in Interactive Brokers, you'll get two options. Now, the one that I've downloaded and has been great for me is this one here that you see, the Global Trader. So let's just click onto it and it's going to log me in. Yep. Okay, so when you first log in, you see this page here. So it's just a snapshot, it's an overview of your portfolio. So it says my current portfolio value is £598 and I'm down by 0.48% this month. And you can see that displayed in a graph. I'm very, very new to this, so I don't have much money in there right now, and I've only actually got one investment that is a thing. I'll show you that in a minute. So this is going to change a lot as time moves forward. But what you can then see, you get this little snapshot of some news that you can flick through, which is quite nice. And you can change your widgets and stuff as well, I believe. And then you get this option here that says transactions, deposit, withdrawal, convert, and account. It's really nice to just have them there because it's really easy just to go straight to the page you need without having to, go through lots of different options first. So let's just have a look. Let's go into transactions. It will just tell me what orders I'm waiting on. So I've placed some orders over the weekend which haven't gone through yet as the market's not open. So they're pending. You can see your trades. So you can see what I have bought. That's the only investment I own right now. Again, this is a work in progress. This is going to change. And any transfers, which for me doesn't matter right now. Deposit. So if we click on that, that's going to take you to a different link. It's going to take you to a website if you want to make a wire deposit. Or a bank transfer. Withdraw, again, you can use that. Convert, account, and then if you scroll to the right, you get this option of support, so if you need any help at all. And then you've got this little bit here that talks about your top holdings. Right now, like I said, I literally only have a HSBC. If you're wondering about this, by the way, I've moved from Vanguard to Interactive Brokers so that I can have a dividend portfolio and invest in individual stocks as well as ETFs and index funds. Currently, I'm in the process of actually doing that. So I've put in some orders for some different dividend paying stocks. I've only actually got HSBC right now. The others will come through on Monday, and on Monday again, I'll put more orders in. So right now it looks a little bit bare and a little bit sad, but never mind. Top holdings, HSBC, and you can click on HSBC or any holdings you have, and it will take you straight to a snapshot of that stock, which is really, really cool, I think. It gives you everything you need to know. And like I said, this is only the mobile app. The desktop version gives you way more, sometimes too much more in terms of what I need right now as to where I am in my investment journey. But for someone that really knows their stuff with investing and with stocks and all that stuff, their desktop version is probably absolutely fantastic. And I will share that soon, like I said. So yeah, when you get onto this page, you can see how they've been performing, their current stock price, their performance over the course of the day. And then you've got this chart, so you can flick through 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 5 years. That was a mouthful. And you can just see how they've been performing. And you can also change this to candlestick charts if you prefer that as well, which is really, really cool. It's just a simple click and it changes. And then if you scroll down, it tells you your position in this company. So it tells you how many shares you've got, the market value, the average price, cost basis, all of these losses and gains that you can see here, which is really cool. And you've got these options to swap your position to another position and sell all if you want to do that. And then you can scroll down more, and I really like this section. It gives you a calendar event. So straight away, you can see when the next earnings releases are, so the next earning reports. You can see here when the next annual shareholder meetings are. If you go across, you can see more information, any event that this company has that may be important to you as an investor and may, make you want to buy more of this stock. Maybe you want to sell this stock. It's all here, which is really, really cool. And if there's a dividend coming up, so, just say this company is due to pay a dividend to their investors in 1 week's time, that will show here. So you're very aware of when the next dividend payment is from this company. Market data. So you get the highs, the lows of the day, the highs and lows of the last year. You can see everything here. You can see the EPS, the PE ratio, the dividend yield, the dividend. And, what more could you need? You don't even have to leave this mobile app to see what you need to see about this company. It's all there. I've not really needed to leave this app to make investment choices. I've done a few other things on different websites, but really you wouldn't need to. And then you've got the company profile. So if you want to read about what the company does, it's all there. Then, which I think you don't get on that many portfolio providers. You don't get this on many other providers. I think you get it on Hargreaves Lansdown, I think. They're another great one for giving you lots of information. But it gives you analyst ratings. So it tells you how many analysts this is based on. So you can see here it's based on 22 analyst ratings. And it tells you their average target for the stock, but also the consensus, whether it's a buy, hold or sell. Obviously you don't need to pay attention to that. These are analysts' opinions, but maybe you do want to take that into account, and that's really interesting as well. And it says here that it includes the last 6 months of ratings, and then we can go down, and right at the bottom is where it shows you a snapshot of all news that this company has been involved in recently. So on April the 21st, you can see here, there's some news about it, or anything that's related to this stock, which is, again, really cool. You should keep on top, I suppose, of what's happening with your holdings, and this is a really easy way to do that. If I click this little plus in the corner, that basically means it's being added to my watch list. I don't need to add this to my watch list because I already own this stock, but yeah, you can do that as well. So let's just go back to the main page. And then the next thing, if we scroll down, is world indices. So straight away, you can see the biggest world indices, and you can click onto them and it will tell you about them, just like it did with the HSBC that I've invested into. You can have a look how it's been performing. You can see the data, you can add it to your watch list and so on. I haven't actually tried, but I think you can probably change these to indices that you care more about, not sure. And then you get your watch list. So like I said, when you go onto an ETF, an index, a stock, whatever, you can add it to your watch list. And this is where you can see all them. So I've added a few just to show you today, but you can have a look at Apple. You're seeing the same things as we just saw, and that you can see that this is ticked, so it's already on my watch list. Oh, just quickly, this reminds me actually, a lot of companies on Interactive Broker have their logo, which I think is really cool. I mean, it's not a necessity for me, but it's nice to see. So you can see Apple's here. And if we go back, you can scroll across and you can see all of your watch list. So if you've got a company that, you want to invest in, you're not certain, you want to watch them, put them on your watch list. And then you can easily go into them and just see how they're performing and see if you still want to buy them or if now's a good time to buy them. Going down a bit further, we have some companies that have been in the news, or just any news really you can have here. And again, we can see more, and we can click to portfolio news, which is perhaps a little bit more relevant. So let's just say I held 5 stocks. Any news that's related to them 5 stocks that is currently top news will go here. Right now, it's all to do with banking and HSBC because it's the only one I've actually got. You can show more, and then you can see at the bottom here, you've just got some other things that it wants to show you. Refer a friend, get $200, which is pretty cool. Okay, I need to get more friends because that is a really good offer. And then you can see they're showing you about their other app as well. So that's just a snapshot of their home screen. And you're probably already thinking that was quite a lot, but that's not all. That's just the home screen. Up here, you've got your account. So you can see my account. You can see how much I've got into it as of today, and it will show you how much I've got left of my ISA value. You can see how much I've invested, how much cash I've got, my buying power, and then you've got some options to deposit more into this or withdraw. You can click on here and you can get some more information. I'm not going to really share too much about that because that's obviously my personal information. And if you go down, you can get your transactions. It's just a different way to do it from what I showed you earlier. support if you want to browse some commonly asked questions or you want help. Actually, I'll mention this quickly. I've not yet had to get help, so I can't give you a full opinion. But what I will say is it's really easy to find some like commonly asked questions. You can just tap here and it will bring up some different, things that it thinks is relevant. Maybe if I typed in locked out, how do I unlock my account? That might be something I want to know, and I can just click on it rather than having to ring through to a number. If you do need to find out, contact them further, you obviously can. Settings, we can go into that. Lots and lots of information here. We can have a look at some user settings. Let's just go to display. You can flick this to light or dark. If we just go back, you can see what it looks like as when it's in the light. I personally prefer it to be dark, so let's just go back in and change that because I don't like it being light very much. But it's obviously literally just a preference, and you can change an order status screen as well if you don't want it to pop up. You can see lots and lots of information here. I'm not going to go to every single one, but there's lots of options. After that, we've got feedback. Now, I really like this. It gives you an option just to say if you like something, you don't like something, or if you have a suggestion to make. So if I want to make a suggestion, you could just leave them some advice. So, I don't know, I want this on the homepage. I'm not saying they're going to do it, but it's nice that they want that, they want you to tell them if you're not liking anything. At the top here as well, we have notifications. I don't have any, but it's there. And again, this feedback option is right at the top of the screen if you want to give quick feedback. And then along here, we have portfolio. So right now you can see I have HSBC and some cash in there because I'm waiting for more of my orders to go through when the market opens. Another quick way to see your watch list. You can see I have some items that I'm watching here. Edit it, you can add to watch list. And then you've got this option of exploring. This is really, really nice as well, actually. So let's just say I'm looking to have a look into some stocks and I want to look at Tesla. I can just go here and I can search for Tesla. It's already on my watch list, but it's here. I can see the logo. I can click onto it. Brings me to the page that you've seen. Tells me everything I want to know. I can buy it, I can sell it, so on. But let's just say I didn't really know I wanted to buy Tesla. I just wanted to have a look around. Perhaps I've heard that the energy sector is popping right now. I could click industries, I can go on energy, and that will show me the top movers, so the top stocks right now. And it will also show me top ESGs, any IPOs, and just news on the energy sector in general. So let's go back. You could do that for all the sectors. And you can, let's just get off. Am I still on energy? No, I'm not. Okay. It will tell you as well the top stocks that, the top movers, sorry. News, it gives you a lot. It gives you a lot of information. Let's just go on to financials. Again, you'll see that you get the same information just on financial stocks. If I want to go, ignore my mum, sorry about that. If you want to go here and perhaps you just want to have a look into an ETF. We haven't discussed that yet. So let's say I wanted to look at Vanguard's S&P 500 VUSA. It tells you exactly the same as it does for an individual stock. You get the same information. You can add it to your watch list. It works the same. So it's really, really great. That's pretty much all I have to share with you at this point, honestly. Let's stop recording. I hope that was helpful. Like I said, I've not really seen this covered on the YouTube. God, I sound old. On YouTube before, so I thought it would be useful. I will do their desktop version shortly, like I said, but there is a link in the description. So if you click on that, it takes you to their website and you can have a little browse and see what you think. In the meantime, if you want to see my latest Vanguard portfolio update, which was my last year's ISA provider, and I've still got some holdings with them, click here.